So with that said, guys, let's talk about Tesla. And nothing has really changed in terms of this overall structure from my last video, guys, right? So we had this all of an impulse and then a WXY double correction coming down to finish off around 324. So I am in Tesla, guys, at 324 with my Discord group, and we're waiting to see whether or not Tesla has bottomed right now. Okay, and the only way, guys, that we will know if Tesla has bottomed is if we have fully confirmed that we can break above this 383 price mark. Okay, guys, this is what we call the ratio of the 0.5. So we call it the 50 back. Okay, so we're basically trying to see if Tesla can get back to the 50, right? And if it can, this is the most extreme or the most important algorithm within the banks. Okay, so the 50 back will determine if not we've bottomed here at 324. All right, and if you take a look, right, you have multiple different resistances that are cutting across the price action around that 383 mark. So it's going to be extremely tough for Tesla to break that. And I don't believe Tesla will break the 383 mark on the first try, guys. It's for me, it's going to be extremely hard. I just don't see it, right? So what we have to do is that when we come up to this area, we need to test it. We're probably going to dip because it's going to be extremely hard and right, we're probably going to reject. And then we need to put in a series of higher lows, and keep testing this level, guys. Think of it as sort of like a battering ram, like I've mentioned before in my videos. You're basically trying to knock down this door, and eventually we can finally break through with momentum, guys, right? Because during this time, you get momentum, you get the indicators reset, right, into the bull's favor. We break through, and then finally we're off, guys. We're off to my target at 519. And what does this look like, guys? This looks like a bottoming formation, an inverse head and shoulders that I keep talking to you guys about, right? We have the left shoulder, the head, and then the right shoulder. This is a beautiful, beautiful bottoming pattern that we'd love to see, especially at these extremes that occurred, okay? Now, there is a case where we still have not bottomed yet, right? And we could be putting in a 3, 4, 5 coming down. All right. Now, the reason why is because this does look like a cleaner wave count to me, right? Instead of forcing everything in here, you have a clean 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming down. And typically 5 waves are within a C wave, right? This blue C wave. So it is cleaner. And another thing that I want to point out to you guys is the ETF called XLY, guys. This is a consumer discretionary ETF that includes Amazon and Tesla as its top holdings. For me right now, this looks a little bit toppish, okay, on the XLY ETF. If I take some extremes and some fibs, right, we are holding this 50 level, right? Like I mentioned, a very important algorithm level for the bulls now to hold. But if we continue to make lower highs and lower highs like this, eventually it's going to break down, guys, right? And it's going to reach that 213 mark around that 208. For XLY. So what does that mean? That means that if XLY breaks down, it's going to bring down Tesla. It's going to bring down companies like Amazon as well. So you need to make sure you keep a lookout for XLY if we're putting in a series of lower lows and lower highs. Okay, so this is a very telling sign. And then finally, of course, on the time frames, we don't have bullish divergence yet as well, guys. All right, so it's very possible that this is a wave 3 that went down, 4, 5 coming down, right? So indicators are pushing bullish, while the price, if it comes down, it's pushing bearish, but it's a bullish divergence, right? So I have orders across these tranches within my buy zone for a chance at getting filled even more on Tesla for higher highs in the future, okay? Now, this sort of price action would indicate as well that we have a miniature inverse head and shoulders, okay? Sort of like this, that's going to come through. So you have that left shoulder, the head, and then the right shoulder here. Okay, so we're looking to see how Tesla can perform at these lows, right? And we're looking to see at the XLY position here as well, and Amazon, right? So those three are sort of your main tickers that you need to keep a lookout for going into sort of the end of this month. Okay, so I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a great rest of your day.